Hey, so I'm still doing my 21-day YouTube fast, but I just had a powerful encounter with Grehlin, the hunger hormone that visits us at night, especially women, and causes us to want to eat, especially carbs, and then crawl into bed and gain weight to keep us from starving to death, which is not a threat for most of us. So I'm just making this because I'm so happy to report that in the midst of one of those moments that feels like I'm about to lose control, or I'm about to give in to my addiction, or I'm getting close to, excuse me, I have a hair. I'm just getting close to indulging. I am so grateful for the wherewithal, or this like shred of lucidity in the midst of all that, and I just want to share. So I got up. I'm going to add some pictures to the tail end of this video. So I got up, I set my alarm and got up at 5:30 this morning with 5 of the 6 women that I'm currently leading through the Bible. So we have this little Bible reading group, and we're on like book 12 of 66. We're not reading the books in order, but we're making our way through the Bible. We just finished Genesis. We've read 10 or 12 books already, but we read Genesis and now we're reading Exodus. And knowing that the kids were back in school. Who is it? What's up? Sure. That was my son looking for my husband. Anyways, knowing that the kids were getting back in school, I asked these women, does anybody want to get up with me early in the morning? Which is not something that comes natural for me. Some people wake right up. My husband does it. His brain falls right to sleep and wakes right up. The chemicals in his brain are so different than mine. I had a friend tell me I hatch. I start waking up slowly, and it takes me a solid 2 hours to be wide awake. I just wake up very gradually. It is once in a blue moon where I just like, bing, I'm up. So, anyways, I asked these ladies, knowing that I needed to get back on a better morning schedule, if they wanted to join me in the morning and get up at 5:30 and take 10 minutes to get somewhat ready, and then spend 20 minutes reading our Bibles. I did that. I had an awesome day today, a very bright day today. I took a good nap. I needed it. And then I was just now cooking dinner. Barbecue chicken, corn, and fried potatoes for my kids. And my dinner was long gone. I'd already eaten everything. But I started to have way more thoughts of eating than I wanted to. And I was just telling my mom earlier today that if we're really wanting to get our clock turned back a little bit. I never know if I should say back or forward, but if we wanted to go to bed earlier and get up earlier, then we have to quit eating so late, because that gives our body energy. And even if it's not physical energy, it's mental energy to lay there in bed with sugar, hitting our brain. And I don't mean sugar. I mean just like any kind of glucose, fructose, anything out of even the vegetables that we eat. So anyways, I was telling her, if we really want to go to bed earlier and get up earlier, because she's one of these 5 women that's reading the Bible with me, we want to make sure we don't eat late. So here I was out there making this food, and Grehlin really kicked in, and I was finding myself really considering eating, knowing that even if I started off with bright foods, I would not end up eating bright foods. I know myself well enough to know that it would not end well, and I would not be on this journey making these kind of videos if I could eat just a little bit. I don't want just a little bit. I want, I like a couple different authors call it a bizarre amount of food. A bizarre, I would want to, I tell you what, I'm a Labrador. Watch my Labrador video. I would just want to eat until I couldn't eat anymore, right? So I started to realize that I need to get out of the kitchen. So I finished making up meals. I had 5 kids to feed, and I finished making up these little meals. And then when I really realized what was happening, that Grehlin was kicking in at 8:30, I realized this is exactly what I want. I want that hunger hormone kicking in at 8:30, not 11:30, because it's going to kick in right when your body is telling, right when your brain is getting all signals that it's bedtime. That's when it's going to kick in. So I was like, yes, this is what I want. I want to be dealing with this at 8:30, not 11:30. So I thought, I'm going to excuse myself. You'll see pictures. I made up these little meals. I left the dirty dishes. I knew I needed to get out of the kitchen. My husband was not home yet with the final 2 kids to feed. He coaches basketball, and I called him. I said, I'm leaving these meals out. I got to get out of the kitchen. And Mary spilled her milk, so I even cleaned that up. I call that a MOPPORTUNITY, an opportunity to mop. You know, we have that in our life. I'm gonna turn that into a deep thought real quick. We have messy moments in our lives that when we take care of them, like this, like what we're doing, we're a whole lot better off afterwards than we even would have been had the mess not happened, right? So I call them opportunities. Like when the kids spill something, which happens daily, I realized if I cried every time something like that happened, I'd be crying all day long. Don't get me wrong. I lose it and like, oh, I did so much yelling and screaming today. If this really were a school, I would get fired for sure, but they're not getting rid of me. Anyways, when a spill happens and I clean the floor ends up cleaner than before the spill. So I call it a MOPPORTUNITY, an opportunity to mop. So, and that could be any kind of unexpected crazy mess that just about makes you want to cry. So I passed the Grehlin test and I was headed to bed, and then I passed the Mary milk test. I just cleaned it up. I almost don't have enough fight in me to cry about it. So anyways, I'm sitting here with my Bible, my Celebrate Recovery, taking an honest and spiritual inventory, working my way through the 12 steps. I'm on the 2nd book there. But I thought that I would share about this victory over Grehlin and what a gift it is to have a shred of sanity inside and mixed in with the insanity when my flesh is screaming for food, but my spirit knows better and can remind me that this is good. This is a good thing. This is a sign that bedtime is earlier. So on that note, it is a little after 9 o'clock. It must be backwards. And I've already asked Franklin to put the puppies to bed. I don't have any newborn babies. I can actually go to bed. And I think that's what I'll do. So I love you guys. Have a great day or night. And we'll talk soon. Bye.